Hi, and welcome to Anime with Annie. In this video today, I'll be reviewing the Berserk manga and my first reaction to it. But before we get into it, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any updates from us. That said, let's get started. The greatest of all fantasy manga, one of the most entertaining, intellectually stimulating, and artistic works of art ever to be presented to the manga world is Berserk. There aren't many analogies that come to mind that could even come close to its magnificence. Well, it's like a real-life version of Candyland, or a money tree in your yard. If you get my meaning, it's one of those things that simply pulls the words out of your lips. Alright, this review may be a bit lengthy because I have a lot to say about Berserk. Manga Overview. Japanese manga author and artist Kantaro Miura created the Berserk series. The plot revolves around Guts, a lone mercenary, and Griffith, the commander of a mercenary band known as the Band of the Hawk, in a medieval Europe inspired by a dark fantasy world. In 1988, Miura unveiled a Berserk prototype. The actual series started the next year in the now defunct publication Monthly Animal House. In 1992, Young Animal, a bi-monthly publication, took over, and Berserk is still occasionally serialized there today. Story. Insane. The level of pure inventiveness in this plot is unmatched by many comics. Few manga can match the majesty of this soaring manga. Few people have what it takes to enter madness. Berserk has gone beyond the boundaries that few dare to cross and elevated the plot to entirely new heights. We are shown a man's past and subsequent present, as well as the timeline of time from the past to the present. The incredible adventure of one guy who not only survived the depths of hell, but never fully survived. Guts is on a mission to defeat an old acquaintance, but along the journey, he encounters a number of incredible difficulties. The entire journey is a difficult battle as he faces enormous beasts and the darkness that is slowly engulfing what little light he still has. It's a lot of fun to see the creatures, the amazing sword fights, and everything else. The plot moves quickly, save for the 2 to 6 week stretches when there are no new developments. Discuss hell. Anyway, it's a great story that is so compelling it makes one want to stop breathing. Every chapter in Berserk is brutal, and Gat's predicament gets worse by the hour. The way Kintaro, the mangaka, creates tension before finally dropping the bomb is what makes this manga so brilliant. We readers eagerly anticipate it, not some tortuously drawn-out storyline. Each quest or task is unique and has never been seen before by the reader. In every great chapter, Kintaro adds a fresh concept and originality. This comic doesn't eventually become monotonous like Bleach or Naruto did, like the new chapters. One is continuously curious about Gat's chances of surviving the next situation. With his talent, Kintaro is able to keep people on the verge of excitement. This fantasy is on a whole different level. This manga does not have a pleasant, lighthearted storyline. Instead, it is set in a world filled with creatures of the cursed and the dark. Actually, except from the knowledge that Gats live to see another day, I don't think there's much enjoyment in this manga. Why should it? It just doesn't get any scarier than this. The plot explains how one man is pushed to the verge of madness and has to confront a god. Yeah, I would also like to end my life. The plot far exceeds the reader's expectations, and they are never ever left guessing what might happen next. Not many manga offer the thrill of following a man over a cliff into hell. Although Berserk delivers in this in style, every detail matters in the epic quest for retribution. This storyline is not amusing at all, drawing out scenes that are ugly, god-dreadful, sick, twisted, unholy, and unpleasant reveals the true nature of man. That indeed goes beyond what any anime could depict. The phrases adventurous, exhilarating, mind-blowing, amazing, and elite are just a few of the thousands that can be used to describe Berserk's audacity to enter a new realm. Be there to witness the grand endeavor to destroy God, but be ready for what is ahead. It may be too much to bear. Experience the Berserker. Art. Manga is to Kintaro what painting is to Picasso. Perfect in every way from the design to the tiniest detail. It makes sense why it takes so long to publish since the author draws everything himself and strives for perfection. This manga contains more art that is often required for a manga. I feel obligated to declare that I won't read HXH because of the artwork, but Berserk's artwork has appealing features. The manga is so well written that it almost seems like there doesn't need to be an anime sequel. Beautiful illustrations are used for each and every monster. Everything, even the architecture, is a work of art. Berserk is certainly a masterpiece thanks to the dark shadings that bring everything to life. Characters. Each and every character is complex and has personality. They all undergo metamorphosis and possess extremely distinctive personalities. For instance, these 3 primary characters experience significant transformations over the course of the story, and essentially transform into new individuals. Characters that are masterfully told allow us to learn everything about them as well as feel ourselves rooting for them. There are almost 300 chapters available for readers to follow the characters' extraordinary journey, but I can only speak so much about them here. I therefore create a foundation in the hopes that you will all delve deeper on your own. The brief quiet moments in Berserk connect with me personally. As a result, I get more immersed in the larger plot and begin to care about Guts' desires. If a story can make you feel that way, it may be safe to claim that it is doing something extremely good. This section of the story has a time when we learn about how lost Guts is. For the first time, he expresses to someone how he truly feels, about how his life has so far consisted just of surviving, with no real purpose or dream. Griffith's ultimate goal is to create a flame from all these bonfires, and he talks about just how they collectively reflect the goals of his fellow troops. Yet he stands aside from them all without having his own purpose. Although it might become pretty corny, the writing is stunning. In these character-defining moments, subtlety is all that counts, because it doesn't come out as forced or clumsy. Griffith is the story's main nemesis, and he is equally as good as Guts is, if not better. If you're wondering who he is Griffith. Every Batman needs a Joker, or 3 if you're following the 3 Joker storyline, because the hero is only as good as his antagonist. This statement, Griffith did nothing wrong, may have appeared in an internet post. To be honest, everything he did was wrong, but what it really means is that it is clear why he did what he did. He leads a group called the Band of the Hawks, and it is the polar opposite of Guts in every manner. He aspires to be king someday and is just an all-around good guy. He cares about his folks and is perhaps the closest thing Guts has ever had to a friend, which make the final events all the more upsetting and dramatic. The Golden Age arc is possibly the best of all because it gives you a thorough understanding of the backstories of each character and establishes the standard for what is to come, and trust me, it only gets worse from here. After this arc, the main story begins and several new characters are revealed. After this, Guts has significant character growth, but to continue discussing it now would be to ruin the previous 2 arcs. After this, there are some significant battle sequences and the tale only grows better and broadens. Things also become increasingly violent. Therefore, I urge you to see Berserk. Even so, things can be a little confusing for newbies to Berserk, because there is the original manga as well as 3 adaptations that each focus on a different aspect of the tale. And that concludes my review of the Berserk manga. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, Anime with Annie, for more such exciting anime content and reviews. And please leave comments of what you thought of today's video. And remember, have an Annie-mazing day.